Hello everybody and welcome to part 5 in our video set on questions on the text and on text analysis. In this video, the topic are the different types of narrators that you have in a story, and of course also the narrative perspective. So, usually the task that you find that you have to do in your English papers sounds somewhat like this: analyze the narrative technique or the narrative perspective. And when asked for the narrator, you have a choice of 3. Your narrator can be a first-person narrator or a third-person narrator, and with a third-person narrator, you actually have 2 possibilities. You have a third-person narrator with a limited point of view, and you have a third-person narrator with an unlimited point of view, and this one is also called the omniscient narrator. So you have 3 types of narrators: first-person narrator, third-person narrator with a limited point of view, and the omniscient narrator. Let's have a closer look at those 3, and let's start with the first-person narrator. Now, for the first-person narrator, you usually have pronouns like I or we, and of course all the rest of the pronouns that go for the first person, like mine and ours and us and me and so on. So look out for those pronouns. They tell you we have a first-person narrator in this story. The first-person narrator is always part of the story. So either he or she is the protagonist or maybe a less important character. You have a limited perspective that is very important, and that means your first-person narrator does not know everything and does not have full insight into other characters and into the events that are going on. And as a result, what you have for the first-person narrator, often there are surprise turns in the story, and sometimes there are also surprise endings. The surprise is there because the first-person narrator doesn't see everything. And then, of course, he or she cannot tell you, the reader, everything. So you are just as surprised by what happens than he is, or she is, of course.
Das komplette Video und noch eine ganze Menge mehr gibt's über unsere Homepage www.bildunginteraktiv.com. Dort klickt ihr bitte auf die Kategorie Prüfungsvorbereitung Englisch, und dort haben wir viele Videos für euch, zum Beispiel zu den Themen Listening Comprehension, Mediation, Cartoon Analysis. Wir erklären euch, wie man im Englischen einen Cartoon am besten analysiert. Wir haben Writing Comments, Writing Compositions, wie drücke ich meine eigene Meinung im Englischen am besten aus. Analyzing Stylistic Devices, wir erklären euch die wichtigsten Stilmittel, die es im Englischen gibt, und vor allem erklären wir euch auch, wie man diese interpretieren muss. Wir haben Text Analysis, hier geht es zum Beispiel um Erzählperspektive und den Erzähler. Und dann erklären wir euch noch, wie man die Kommas im Englischen setzt. Also probiert's gleich aus unter www.bildunginteraktiv.com.